time management.
You know, you brought up some good points again. The time management, I love that. We'll talk more about that. But the one that you brought up earlier was the role of the family.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Sure.
You know, you talked about your spouse, the role of the family. What do you do to kind of get their buy-in on, you know, because, I mean, you know, if we're going to be frank, there's some people in a family basis that are not only not on board, but can almost be counterproductive.
Absolutely.
I mean, out of their way, you'd be better off if they weren't there. And
absolutely.
What is it that you would, you know, maybe there's some people who are going through that. What's some advice, whether it's a husband or if it's a, you know, whatever the case may be, how do you engage and how do you get people to buy into what it is that you're doing, or what do you do?
So I actually ran into that myself when I first talked about leaving my full-time job. We had a financial advisor at the time, and my financial advisor looked at me flat out and said, "It's a fad."
Really?
It's a fad. How do you know it's going to be a substantial amount of income for you? How do you know it's going to sustain you, you know, for years and years to come? And I just kind of looked at him and said, "I'm going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to put a plan together, and you're gonna watch me grow, and you're gonna watch me succeed." 2 years later, we fired that financial advisor after I grew and was able to quit my full-time job. So how do you get your family and maybe your spouse or your significant other on board? You know, it has to be open conversation. Okay. It has to be, you have to have real passion for what you're doing. Okay. There may be some proving that you have to do. Which
is fine.
For my situation, it was, we sat down and said, okay, if I can earn the mortgage, that was my responsibility. If I could earn that for 4 months in a row with my company, then maybe we would look at leaving full-time. You know, we would look at leaving the full-time and doing this maybe more full-time. Or, you know, and it was about proving myself. You know, and that's what it was. It's absolutely a leap of faith. It is absolutely a risk, but we know that without risk, or without risk, there's no great reward. So it was about proving myself, and it was about having a backing of people that said, you know what, we're going to let you try it.